Y'all, Pain to Praise was beyond anything I could have imagined. God showed up big in a whole lot of folks' lives, including my own. When I put my head down on the pillow on Saturday night, my heart was full with joy and hope and excitement and, yes, a little bit of relief that the past 6 months of work had paid off in such sweet, sweet fruit. It was good. And then Sunday, I woke up that morning and felt a little bit like a deflated balloon, like someone had let the air out of my balloon. We have those experiences in life, don't we? Like when we're kids and we have a big birthday party, and then the next day, we just kind of feel let down, bummed out that we have to wait a whole nother year. Or when we plan a wedding for an entire year and that day comes and it's awesome and you feel like you're walking on clouds, but then the days after, well, it's just kind of anticlimactic, like, oh, it's over. We can have the same kind of experiences in our spiritual lives. When we have a mountaintop experience with the Lord, feeling like we have never been more close to Him, and then tumble off of that mountain into the valley. And it is those times when the enemy knows we are most vulnerable as Christ followers, when we've had a mountaintop experience and then tumble down into the ordinary days of life. You might remember the prophet Elijah. He was the prophet who, with one prayer, called down fire from the heavens to not only defeat but destroy 450 false prophets of the false god Baal. So he had this amazing victory, destroying all of those false prophets. And then what happened? Well, this wicked woman named Jezebel came along, and she sent a message to Elijah telling him that within the next 24 hours, he was a dead man for killing off her priests of the false god Baal. What did Elijah do? He panicked. He had just had an enormous victory, and yet he panicked. Listen, Elijah was afraid and fled for his life. He went to Beersheba, a town in Judah, and he left his servant there. Then he went all alone into the wilderness, traveling all day. He sat down under a solitary broom tree and prayed that he might die. He had just had this victory and he's praying that he might die. I have had enough, Lord, he said. Take my life, for I am no better than my ancestors who have already died. Then he lay down and slept under the broom tree. But as he was sleeping, an angel touched him and told him, "Get up and eat." He looked around, and there beside his head was some bread baked on hot stones and a jar of water. So he ate and drank and lay down again. Then the angel of the Lord came again and touched him and said, "Get up and eat some more, or the journey ahead will be too much for you." So he got up and ate and drank, and the food gave him enough strength to travel 40 days and 40 nights to Mount Sinai, the mountain of God. And at Mount Sinai, the Lord revealed himself to new and extraordinary ways to Elijah. But first, he just needed to rest. He needed a good meal and a nap. And I think a lot of us feel that way after a mountaintop experience, but we think we have to just keep pressing on toward the next victory. Elijah reminds us that we need to take care of ourselves after a mountaintop experience. And when we do, we make ourselves less vulnerable to the enemy. So this little deflated balloon is going to take a little break, rest my body, get some good food, and recover for the victories that I know are coming ahead. And to all of you who prayed for Pain to Praise, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your prayers were heard and answered in huge ways. And to those of you who attended and volunteered, experiencing this amazing event with me, thank you. I am so, so grateful for you. Now, go have a good meal and take a nap.